welcome to my houseplant tour. I thought I'd do a quick intro because it didn't feel right to just go straight into the video. So some of the videos were filmed over different days, hence why on the LeafSnap identifier the layout looks different, because by the time I filmed the second lot of clips, the app had changed its layout. So it is the same app, it's just that they obviously changed the layout. It looks a bit more modern, a bit more interesting. So I won't go on too long, there's not really much more to say about the houseplant tour. I just thought I'd go around and show the houseplants that I've got because I love them, and I'm sure if you're watching this, you love them too. So I won't keep waffling, I will just get into it. This is a houseplant that we've got in the spare room. I bought this one from IKEA, and I think I just briefly did a LeafSnap check, which is an app that checks what your plants are, on what this is, and it's a, if I pronounce it properly, a Dracena. I call it a Drachy, but it's a Dracena marginata. It looks more like the marginata type than the other one. I think there's two, because the stem is similar. But this is the one and only plant in the spare room. We only have one plant in the bedroom. This is the newest addition. My partner bought me this the other day, which I was really excited about. I did mention that I wanted one of these for a while, and it must have gone into his subconscious because I said to him, "Did you realise that's the one that I wanted?" And he said he didn't know that that's one I wanted. There was a choice of two, and he just decided to go for this one. So yeah, I'm really happy with this. Got a new spider plant. In the hallway, we've got this plant, which when I did the LeafSnap, it said it's a Calathea, I think. What I will do is I will put all of the I'll do a plant snap of all of these plants and show them after I've shown which plants I've got, if that makes sense. So yeah, this one was from IKEA as well. I just saw it. It's got very big now, but I saw it in there and it looked perfect at the time. It was like really symmetrical. I love symmetry. But now it's like growing all over the place and it's too big for this space, really. I think I may need to cut it back a little bit. I do it every now and again when there's a dead leaf, but yeah, I think I'm underwatering it because, as you can see, the edges of some of the leaves are browning. There's one over there that's starting to go. I think, yeah, I just need to water them more regularly. I probably tend to my garden more than I do with the houseplants. And then in the lounge, you have to excuse how dark it is at the moment. It's just got really cloudy. There we go, put the light on, that's better. So this one I bought from Sainsbury's. I think this has to be one of my favourite. I love this one. I have trimmed it a bit recently because it was growing a bit wild, but I quite like it. It seems to go with the wallpaper as well, which I think is quite good. Got our Halloween decorations up, if you're wondering what that bit of cotton is hanging down. Hello. So in this room we've got 3 plants. So there's that one, this one down here, which I think is another Dracena. I really need to learn how to pronounce it. That one, where did I get that from? I think I might have got that from B&Q, but I can't remember. Oh, while you're here, I may as well show you our Halloween decorations. So we've got some awful webs that don't look real at all that we've tried to... That just looks awful. I don't know, it looks kind of realistic. So we've got the webs, some little candle holders, our bats, hanging bats, some more pumpkin faces. We have a broom in the corner and a pot for our sweets. Oh, that's the dog's toy. He's obsessed with that at the moment. So yeah, we don't really do anything for Halloween. We just watch like a scary movie and eat sweets. The past 2 years we've done pumpkin carving, but we are not doing that this year, mainly because we've only got one pumpkin that we've harvested from the garden, and I think instead of carving it out just to make a face, I would rather use it for a recipe. So I'm going to be doing that with the pumpkin. And then the third plant we've got in the lounge is this one, which is a string of hearts. I think it's hearts, it's not pearls, is it? Yeah, they're hearts. So yeah, string of hearts. I love this plant. I wanted one for ages. I did have a string of pearls and a string of hearts, but the string of pearls died. I wasn't able to keep that one alive. And this one's a bit sparse. It doesn't seem like there's much growing from this, but hopefully over time it will grow more. And then in the kitchen, I've got this one, which has a really unusual name. It's called a fairy washboard plant. But I think I got this from the Eden project years and years ago. And actually, is this? Yeah, I think this is the original. I think it is. I can't remember, you know. But it was tiny when I first bought it. It was really small. And now it's really big. And I've got so many babies from it as well, which I will show you in a minute. And then in the back porch, or this is like the entrance door that we come into, we have a money, I think it's a money plant. Again, I'll leave the description. This my partner brought with him when he moved in about 2 years ago. And it's doing okay. Bits seem to be dropping off every now and again, and it's probably because I'm not watering it enough. But yeah, it's doing okay. And then in the bathroom, we have this aloe plant, which I don't know if I'm keen on. It's my partner's again. His friend gave it to him, but it is huge and it takes up so much space. I just think it's too big. I've always wanted an aloe vera plant or aloe plant, but yeah, again, I think from neglect, the plant is sort of browning because I'm not giving it enough water. So I need to keep on top of that, really. And then down here, this plant, oh my God, I bought this over 10 years ago from B&Q. And again, it was tiny, probably about the length of that stick that you see that I've actually had to cut off because it branched into two. But it was about that height when I first got it, from what I can remember. And it's grown quite a lot. This bit had a stem that was longer. It was really tall. And then this was the smaller one, which I think has branched off. Oh no, that bit had branched off. But anyway, it was just too big, too much. So I cut that down. I'm not bothered if that doesn't grow again, but yeah, and I'm not sure I like this plant. It's okay. I mean, I've got 3 that are very similar around the home. And then up here, I have my orchid that got given to me, the white one, years ago from someone that I used to work for. And oh god, when was that? About 5-6 years ago. And it doesn't tend to flower every year. It only flowers, it's very sporadic, and I think it depends on the climate that it's in. I only just recently moved it into the bathroom and it seems to love it here. I think because it's damp in here. So yeah, that's that one. I have got another one over there that I bought from a shop, but that seemed to just die off very quickly. I've repotted that. I've probably put too much soil in it, to be honest, because the one that I've not interfered with doesn't really have any soil. So I think I may have drowned that, although that was what it came in. So yeah, what I did with that was I cleaned that up as well because it wasn't doing too well. It seemed to have some sort of mold, and then repotted that. And then these in the middle are the babies from the plant I showed you in the kitchen, the fairy washboard. So this one was its first baby. Oh, the lighting in here is so bad. But I don't know if you can see. There we go, that's better. That was its baby, and it's got pretty big now. Actually, it looks like down there it's starting to grow its own baby. But I plan to give this to a friend of mine. And then I've got all of these babies here. These ones I've just potted up today from the bigger plant. I think I've soaked them too much actually. And then that one's been there for a while. It doesn't seem to be doing much, but I do water them. Well, actually, probably as much as everything else, which probably isn't enough. But yeah, that's my full collection of houseplants. I would love to add to them, maybe swap some around. Definitely want to keep this orchid. If that one doesn't do much, I may not keep that, although that was a purple flower. I do like orchids. These ones are all for like giving away or swapping when I do plant swaps. So yes, that's it for this one. I hope you enjoyed. If you've got any questions about any of the plants, please comment below. If you've got any tips on how I can look after them better, please let me know. I'm sure there's people out there that are quite knowledgeable about houseplants. I'm more of a garden plant girl. I think I said that earlier. Houseplants, I love them, but all I do is I water them every now and again. I'm more passionate about garden, I think, because you see more changes in the garden over houseplants. Houseplants are more static and nice to just have in a room with you. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.